So, hello everybody! It's me, Jordy. That rhymes and what rhymes is good, I heard. Jordy from Jordy Jones, and today I'm jumping into a completely fresh and new game. Although fresh and new is not the feeling that this game is trying to project here. That's what I'm feeling right now, jumping into this game. The game is called The War of Mine. You can purchase it either on Steam or, what I recommend, over on GOG.com, because all games over there are DRM free. That's the way I like it. That's the way I buy my games. And yeah, what is this game? I have to say first that I'm going in completely blind. This is the first time I start up the game. That's the first I'm seeing of it with my own eyes. On my own screen, I mean, because with my own eyes I have seen a little bit of it. I saw Jesse Cox playing the first few minutes of it, and what I saw I liked. So as far as I know, and as far as this splash screen already tells us, it's about the war from the perspective of survivors, not the soldiers, right? And this is a very good opener, a very good approach to the whole subject of war, which has been talked about and made games about very often already, right? But I feel like this is a new approach and a worthwhile approach, and we will see what we get out of it. Also, I am proud owner of the game Safe House Diaries, which is, well, some kind of a predecessor to this game. I mean, it's completely different, but from the style and the genre, I put these two games in one box, of course. So yeah, and I like that a lot. So I think I will have a good time with The War of Mine. So, if you like to go into this game together with me, a completely fresh and new player, yeah, prepare yourself for some entertaining 2 hours. Just a short heads up, I'm recording these live misadventures of mine for later upload to YouTube, and I want to keep these videos short, like 30 minutes videos. So I will make a shortcut every 30 minutes, but you on the stream just almost won't feel it, right? So that's just a short heads up. So what's going on here? We have this splash screen, which is beautiful. The music also beautiful. I hope you can even hear it. I've put it on 4. Anti-SFX on 8. I can hear it fine, so I think it's fine for you guys too. Oh, I already clicked survive. I guess that starts the game. Day 1. Look at these pictures, beautiful. All black and white. I mean, this carries and this displays and transports the feeling, right? Very well. If you were in this position, everything would seem black and white to you also, and gray even more. Not just black and white. So, I guess these are my dudes. A beardy one, a beaten up one, and the serious one, okay. Although all these descriptions fit to all of these, each one of them, right? So what's the text saying? How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there is a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavle. Okay, the game is showing his heritage. Pavle, yep, Pavle. You English people would say. But I would say he's called Pavle, who is scavenging for supplies. While scavenging for supplies, he used to be a Pogoran star football player. Okay, that will be useful for if we need muscle, right? Now he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up, hoping for the best. Okay, these are my dudes. Interesting. And this is my home. So, yeah, time's running, that's not so well. Not so good. Can I pause this? I don't think I can. Is there an options menu somewhere? So these are the icons I can interact with. I hope we'll manage to... Oh, I didn't read that, sorry. Pavle, Bruno, and Marco. Okay. It's 22 degrees outside, time's running. We are lucky it's not cool in here. Okay. Can I drag this around? I can. Alright, we have several stories of stuff. Cool hideout here, cool hideout. With proper tools, we could build the stuff we need. And here's a workbench right next to him. How convenient. Okay, our things. Let's have a look. What do we have? Our things... Drag for more. It looks like it's pretty empty. So, no dragging here today. Some thoughts. Our shelter is one depressingly ugly ruin. We should do something about it. We only have one chair, we lack beds, and we have to sleep on the floor. It's hard to get a good night's sleep on hard, cold concrete. And the condition of those who are sick or wounded may drastically worsen. We don't have a radio. We don't know what's going on in the city. We really miss books. A good book could help us forget the horrors of war. Staying here is slightly better than living on the streets. We lack cigarettes! Exclamation mark. Okay. I gotcha. We have breaches in the walls. Our shelter is not safe. And we have to constantly be on guard. Alright, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. I think we should check out what we can do here. So, wait. He's a fast runner, right? Is there any bio here? Pavle. Fast runner. Before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they are okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last. That tells you how insignificant it is, really, right? Just saying. So I scavenged the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. Okay, so he's a football player, that's what it tells me. A good cook, says it says under Bruno, and he's a smoker. Alright. Before the war I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. Well, sure, Bruno. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. Well, the war was definitely hard on you then. I'd say that the hate from which you fell down was higher than the other dudes, right? All that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays you are lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. And who knows how long this war is going to last. Yeah, this is something nobody knows, apparently. And Marco, what's about him? He's a skilled scavenger, so the roles are set, I'd say. Although, what would you need a runner for if you already have a scavenger? I don't know. I thought I'd been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I've entered blazing buildings to save lives more times than I care to remember. But back then I had people teamed up against a common foe, namely the fire. Nowadays your former neighbor can kill you because your grandparents spoke a different language than his. This is too hell on earth. Oh, that's a pretty grim everything. Okay, so we don't have someone who's particularly well suited to build us things, right? So what can we build here? A bed, that would be great. Offers a decent sleep without back pain, no matter if it's night or day. Okay, this is a subtle hint that you can sleep during the day also, right? And it requires 6 of these. What is this? Components? Wood and oh, that's components. That's alright. That's a category of items, you see. Or yeah, a type of item. So we need 8 wood and 6 components to build the a bed, and we don't have that. And it takes us 1 hour to build it. What else? We can build another chair. They were speaking about having only 1 chair. It's better to sit on a chair than on the floor. We should build it to make this place more like home. It will make us feel better in these tough times. Sure. More components, more wood. We need for this. A simple heater. Allows us to heat the shelter so that we don't get ill. We can prepare fuel for its... What? We can prepare fuel for it using wood, books, or various components. Ah, okay. You can stick either wood, books, or various components into it. And I also need components of wood. And last but not least, the radio. It would be great to listen to current news and weather forecasts. We could be better prepared to deal with hardships if we knew about them well in advance. When there's nothing on the news, we can listen to music and brighten up our mood. And for this, we also need components, but also electronic parts. Not so many. Well, they seem to be rare. Workshops, a crude stove. Okay, yeah, we need to eat, right? It's as simple as they get. Just burn some fuel made up of wood, books, or components and use some water to cook a meal more nutritious than raw food. Yeah, this was one of the first things I'm going to build. Moonshine still. With a bit of patience, some water and sugar, we can make a foul tasting but strong booze. Booze? We could then barter it for things we need. Just don't expect too much. For this, parts come into play and components and wood as always. Okay. A metal workshop allows us to make tools such as shovels for clearing rubble, crowbars for breaking doors, and knives for self-defense. Later we could use it to build more advanced tools or even repair firearms. I'm honest here with you guys. I accidentally read about a small part about this game, and someone suggested that but that if you start out, you go for a crowbar early on. That will save you some trouble. And I think that's a good idea. Crowbar is a nice tool to have. Just play Half-Life and you'll know. Rainwater collector. Oh, that sounds incredibly useful. I think water is also a well thought after commodity here, right? A simple contraption to collect and filter rainwater, needed for cooking and making alcohol. It might be wise to build a couple of them. Okay. And as always, we need components, wood, and parts. What was this metal workshop about? Allows us to make tools such as shovels, for this I read, crowbars, and then what else? For breaking doors, and knives for self-defense. Later we could use it to build more advanced tools or even repair firearms. I see where that is going. Consumables. Filter. Homemade single-use filter to purify rainwater or distill alcohol. Requires components again. Okay. Fuel. Different kinds of fuel. Interesting. One with wood, and one with books, and one with components. Okay. I mean, he talked about needing books for reading them and not burning them, so it seems awfully wasteful to use books for fuel, right? Components seems to be fine, although every recipe needs components, as far as I can see. So I shouldn't waste it here also. Wood, though, seems fine to use wood. So what is this? Simple workshop? What should I make? Improvement. Improved workshop enables the manufacture of more sophisticated items and appliances, providing us with more options to get food or meds and trade goods. We can upgrade it further to make electrical improvements. So, what is this? Simple workshop we have. We need components, wood, and parts. So, going after these three commodities at the start seems to be the objective here, right? So what else can we do? What does this do? This door is locked. I need something to open this lock. Okay. I understand. What else? I could do with some bandages. What is this? Okay, this is... I'm searching through this rubble now. So basic items, herbs, various herbs that can be used to make herbal medications and roll up cigarettes. Oh, this might come in handy. A lockpick! What a coincidence! It's single use, but it opens locks quickly and quietly. Oh, 11 components. I'll take this. Okay, right click takes the whole stack. Materials, wood, an essential component for all kinds of stuff. Plus we can chop it to fuel stoves and heaters. Grab all. Yeah, that's good. Fine. And I think we share that inventory. Is there something here? There's nothing in here. So close it again. There's a rubble up here. Marco. Do you have anything you can search through here? No, but you sat down. Interesting. Pablo. Okay, we could use the lockpick here now and try to get into this room, which will give us a rubble and another thing to search through. Let's see if this lockpicking succeeds. Aha! Sweet! Da-da-da-da! Let's go through this first. I could make my way through this pile. Oh, okay, it's blocking my way. Yeah, it will take some time though. Okay. Let the other dudes do something too. Here's another pile we can go through. Okay, what we get? More components. What's this? Clean water. Ooh. Wood and electrical parts. We needed that for something. I think, but we needed 2 of them. Yeah, grab all. Interesting. Oh, collapses. Sweet. Do we have a way to get to the top floor? I wonder. Oh, this is a ladder. Then go here, please. The door, the dude down here. What's this? This looks like I can't... Oh, I'm trying to breaking it open. Sweet. The rubble's blocking the way. It'll take some time to get through. Yeah, okay, do it. I'm not sure when the night phase begins. I know that this game is divided into night and day phase. So now we opened this door. Yeah, well, nothing happened. Okay, go here then. Ah, okay, I can jump down now. That's good. Our thing, more herbs. What's this? Parts! Sweet. Clean water and electric parts. Parts is good. Who gave that to us? Okay, he's finished with the rubble thingy. Now we are lucky it's not cold in here, yes. Said that before. So what, more clean water, what is this? Jewelry. Valuable bartering item, okay, I'll take it. I'm glad we are finding water all over. So we have some things. Oh no, I don't want you to close that. Okay, we can close it from here. So we can build a stove, we can build a bed. I will make a bed now. Drag to its place on an empty how about why what drag to place on empty. He's not doing anything, right? Why not? Okay, because the day's over. I see. Okay, now night phase. Oh, my dudes are slightly sick and slightly... What? Slightly... wounded. I didn't realize that. Okay, they have an inventory of some sorts, different sized. So I will send the slightly sick skilled scavenger to scavenge. And I guess we will need someone on the guard. On guard. So this will be Pavle, and you sleep for the night, right? Shelled cottage. This neighborhood recently got shelled, and many houses are still burning. People were fleeing for their lives in a hurry, so we may find some useful stuff there without meeting anyone. Okay. It says lots of food, huge amount of materials, lots of meds, huge amounts of weapons, lots of parts. Sounds good to me. This is our shelter here. What's this? Semi-detached house. Half of it is a ruin, but there are people living in the other half. They don't seem friendly. At night you can sometimes hear shots fired from there. We could probably scour the abandoned part for supplies if we manage to sneak past the inhabited part. Huge amount of food, lots of meds, huge amounts of weapons, huge amounts of parts. Danger. So we don't want to go in the direction of danger. Decrepit squat. It's been inhabited by the homeless since long before the war. They've always been struggling with the lack of food and might not have survived the recent shortages. They shouldn't be a threat, and we could find some useful things here. There. Huge amount of materials, some weapons, lots of parts. So we will get to the shelled cottage, obviously. It's not talking about... It's uninhabited, apparently, so we go there. But before I do, I will make a quick cut here, so YouTube... Thanks so much for watching. This marks the end of the first video about this war of mine. And it will be continued on part 2. So why don't you hop over right there? I will await you there. Thanks again.